We are doing ESO streaming tonight. Tonight I have the great veteran 0121.
Hello,
And hopefully we'll have some other people join in as they get here. But right now it's just me and Paul. So yes.
no, you said there was no James for sure tonight.
Not yet. I haven't heard back from him. And Dan, he probably went to go do a gig, a comedy gig. So he'll probably be on later. There we go. Anyways, yeah, last time we were on here, pretty much I had to, my controller just said, nah, I'm not working anymore. So now I have a PS4 controller. I finally listened to Paul. Which honestly is usually always the right thing to do. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, man, I told you.
Yeah.
I told you it'd be better. You know how much easier it is to fucking like set your shit up now? I mean, you can definitely tell that it's a lot easier now, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
You shouldn't have any more issues with buttons not working and...
Yeah, hopefully I won't, yeah. I'm hoping that I won't, but you never know with my computer. But yeah, pretty much the nice thing about it is everything stays the same, so that's good. Anyways, I'm just gonna go train my horse. Yeah, I'm still not done with that. But
It's alright. It's alright, I'm not done training the horse for this guy.
Yeah, it just sucks.
My second guy.
It just sucks because every time I just forget to get on during the week and be like, yeah, let's just do it. You just get on and fucking do it, and then you're good. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I keep screwing that up.
Yeah, it takes but a few minutes, man.
Right.
Really,
right.
you just log on and fucking... You could log off right next to the fucking horse guy or horse girl or whoever it is and just log on, train real quick, and then just log right the fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you'd have to do. Yeah, I don't play this game as much. I haven't even gotten the Morrowind expansion yet.
Yeah.
Because frankly, I don't know, I just don't, I'll wait for a sale or something, or I'll wait for like a deal.
Yeah, that's what I would do too. Like, especially if you're not playing as much anymore, it's like, it doesn't make sense to like, jump on it and be like, yeah, I'm gonna get this right fucking now, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I've been playing a lot of Skyrim though too lately. I just defeated the most powerful enemies in the game. Like I looked up on YouTube like what are the strongest enemies in Skyrim, and I fought them and I showed them off. So yeah, like literally now it's like I gotta wander around the fucking map and just look for shit to do. Like if there's like shit I find, and then like if there's a quest like I found this one tower called I think it's called like Dark Eye Tower or something like that. I went in there and there's this bitch that I accidentally killed, but yeah, I just thought she was bad, so I killed her. But in actuality, like I was supposed to talk to her to get a quest. I was like, oh shit. Well, I guess I gotta go back and redo that part.
Oh shit. Yeah, doesn't that suck when you gotta when that happens? It's like,
yeah.
Oh, this lady looks, or this character looks totally bad, and I gotta kill her, and then or him, and you find out that you weren't supposed to do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Paul.
But yeah. Right now, well, what do you want? I don't know. Let's just go around and kill group bosses.
Right.
If you want to do it here or somewhere else, it doesn't matter to me, man.
Yeah, let's go somewhere. I think I've gotten rid of everybody at Alakir Desert. But yeah, go ahead, Paul. What were you saying before that?
But yeah, my videos for the game have started to get shorter now, because like literally now it's like, okay, well, you know, at this point it's like, what's the point of stretching out into a long ass video if I don't know where the hell I'm going or what I'm doing? So now it's just like, if I find a quest, then I'll show it, and usually it's only like 15 to 20 minutes maybe, and it could be a half hour, it could be like 10 minutes.
Can we go to Gold Coast, Paul? Have you ever been there?
I can.
How about you warp there and then I'll warp. Oh wait a second. Unlock this. Oh, you need the Dark Brotherhood. No, can't do that. Okay, let's look. Let's see what else we can do. Let's see what else we can do.
Yeah, I've pretty much done everything that is fucking possible in that game, man. Like I fucking defeated, like I got this like I can summon a fucking ghost ice giant.
Nice.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking awesome. I had to defeat him. He's got like a lot of hit points, so I had to defeat him to get his summon. And Bethesda, you know, for some reason they thought it was smart to only make it so you can summon him like 3 times and then that's it. Like you can't summon him after that. Well, I was like, fuck that. So I downloaded a mod to make it unlimited. So I'm like, bullshit, I beat the strongest guy in the game. I should be able to summon him as many times as I want.
Yeah.
Fuck that 3. Oh, you can only do it 3 times.
Yeah, that's
so where'd
stupid.
you go, Pete?
I went to Craglorn.
Craglorn, okay.
Yeah, there's some group bosses there that, you know, Skyreach Wayshrine is what it was called.
Oh, I don't have that wayshrine, so I'm just gonna travel to you.
Okay.
So, if you'd stay put just for a
Yeah,
second.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll put me right at the wayshrine that you're at.
Yeah, I thought we killed some of these guys from last time, but maybe not. Anyways, you know what I want to talk to you about tonight? Game of Thrones, right? I watched Alt Shift X thing about the new trailer that he posted, and he was talking about Dorne, on how Dorne was the least liked part of the of the show so far. What do you think about that? I mean,
yeah, I'd have to agree. I don't hate Dorne.
Yeah.
I mean, I did like Oberyn. I mean, I don't think they did enough with Prince Duran and fucking his kid and fucking yeah, they didn't really do enough with them.
Yeah.
But Alaria seems like a pretty cool character. I mean, I like the character, but at the same time, it's like, you know, they didn't spend enough time with these characters for us to actually give a shit about them.
Right. That's why I kind of feel too.
The most memorable thing about the Sand Snakes is the fucking bad pussy line.
Yeah, that was good.
That everybody seems to hate. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, that's bad writing." I'm like, well, it's not fucking, you know, Shakespeare, but I think it's a funny line, to be honest.
Yeah, I think
maybe you gotta have like a certain sense of humor for it.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny, and you know, that's the thing about certain shows is like, you know, sometimes people like bitch that they get like a little dirty like that, and I'm like, nah, I thought this was all right. It was you know, I'm all right with dirty humor, to be honest. I don't give a shit. Bad pussy, yeah, okay, whoopee. But no, see, the thing about it is like, it's so hard to try and show off a new spot, especially when you're like 5 seasons in already, and it's like you're already connected to all these new characters. It's just, I feel like if they didn't show something about where this guy lived, you know, where Oberyn lived, it was gonna be weird. You know what I mean? Because the thing about it is like that character was so awesome in this season. It's like people want to know more about him or his family and shit, and the Martells and all that, and you don't really get that unless you go to Dorne. So yeah, it can be kind of tough to try and, you know, do that. It's kind of almost the same thing in the book, where like in the 4th book is when they start talking about like Dorne and shit like that. And it's like, why are you bringing this shit up now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same thing with like the Iron Islands. They bring that shit in.
Yeah, I don't care about them really. I mean, the Yara's a pretty cool character, but Theon at this point, I mean, what else? I mean, what is the point of his character?
I don't know. I think they're really going for that whole redemption thing, which I'm all right with. But I'd rather see Jaime do that due to the fact that he's like a more interesting character to me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Obviously, I mean, well,
like the whole Theon thing. The whole Theon thing is kind of like back when he was like being tortured by Ramsay. You know, he felt bad that he like had to kill all the fucking Stark guys or whatever. But, you know, because he's like, yeah, the Starks were like my real family, unlike these Greyjoy assholes. But I feel like at this point it's like a total 180 now, because it's like, oh, he's back with Yara and like, you know, whole family thing, and it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like, I mean, I kind of like that shit, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I don't really care.
Well, I was thinking about it too. I was thinking about it too. Hey, Phoenix Blade. You know, I really think that Euron Greyjoy and Cersei Lannister are going to team up this season, and here's why I think this is because it makes sense in the story-wise. Like, the Greyjoys are already, you know, the Greyjoys are already fighting with Daenerys, and Daenerys is totally gonna, she's totally going after King's Landing, so it makes sense that that those guys are going to team up because story-wise, you know, it could be, what is it? You know, it could be fitting for like Yara and Theon to get rid of their uncle and maybe take back the whatever the hell the throne is. Oh, here we go, finally. And take back whatever throne that the what the hell are they called? The sea crown or sea stone chair, whatever the fuck it is. You know, hopefully they do that, man. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this season. I heard that I was reading Entertainment Weekly about what's going to happen this season. Pretty much, they said it's kind of be like a speedy season, like they're gonna try and get a lot of shit done because next season is gonna be the season where they have like tons of battles, even more than this year. Which I heard they're gonna have a shit ton of battles, but. You know what I mean? You know what I heard? I heard that fucking season 8's gonna be delayed. Really? I don't know if you heard this shit. No, I did not. But yeah, I've been hearing that the last few days. So they're saying it's gonna be delayed. Well, if they start right, here's the thing: if they like, what they have to do this year is they. Why is this guy gaining his HP back, man? That's weird. I don't know. That's fucking weird. Because we're not dealing enough damage to him, apparently. Well, I wish I could pause it and tell Dan to get in here, but... Yeah, I don't think we're doing enough damage. Alright, I'm gonna back off just for a sec. And let me see if I can get Dan in here really quick. Get on ESO, please. Alright, let me add him to the call. Alright, here we go. Alright, Paul. I'm back. What's he is! Let me see if I can add him. Dude, I don't think we can fight this guy, man. Invite to group. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, maybe with Dan's help we can do some more shit. Yo, Dan, you here? Yeah. We need your help. We're in Craglorn.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Yeah. So, no, the reason why they delayed it this year, Paul, was because they needed to film in winter. So they decided to like postpone the shooting the season till it was cold where they could film it, and that's why it's actually going on late this year. But if it's going to be even more postponed, that sucks, man. Yeah, I mean, that's what they said for season 8. Like, they're talking about like 2019 for season 8. Oh no. Yeah, that's what they were saying. Oh fuck, no, I hope not, man. I do, because we don't want it to end on, like, on sucky note. No, you don't. I don't mind. To be honest, I mean, if they need more time to make it good, fuck it. Oh yeah. I'm for it. I'm for that too, but I just hope it's not gonna be. I just hope it's not gonna be like that fucking long, man. Oh shit. But one thing I'm really looking forward to, honestly, is the. I'm looking forward to the spin-offs they plan on making, because that's gonna be pretty cool. Because uh-oh. Oh, shit. Get up, get up. Oh, come on. I was doing my ultimate. Get the fuck. Oh, good. I can just revive. That's good. But, yeah, I'm looking forward. I don't know if I want to see Robert's Rebellion, but I would love to... Hey, Abel, what's up? I would love to see, I would honestly love to see, like, the Dance of the Dragons, or, like, you know, Dunk and Egg is a perfect story that they could tell. Dunk and Egg. Have you heard about Dunk and Egg?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that would be a terrific show. They already have a lot of material just ready for that, so it would be friggin' amazing. Alright, we're doing alright here. We're kind of taking away the shit. But
no, Dan's actually helping a lot.
Yeah. We're doing a lot better now that you're here, Dan. Thank you. I'm just here to get fucking hit. Beat the fuck up. As long as you guys hit him from behind, I guess it's all good. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Like, hopefully Dunk and Egg will be their first spin-off. Because that just makes sense because they already have enough story to do that. I mean, granted, they have enough story to do, like, Dance of Dragons or, like, the Blackfire Rebellion would be another great thing, man. Oh, man, there's so many ways they could go with the Game of Thrones, spin-offs that they plan on having. I believe they said 4, so they're gonna have four spin-offs. I don't know if they're all gonna be on HBO, but yeah, don't worry about the world of Westeros yet. Or maybe they could just do, like I was talking to my buddy Rob, I was like, maybe they could just do a whole, they could just do a, come on, get up and do my thing. There we go. Ultimate. Maybe they could just do like a whole, like, historical figure season where it's like, alright, this season we deal with Baelor Targaryen. You know, the fucking guy who thought he was a, you know, the priesty guy.
Yeah, the religious zealot guy.
Yeah, and then one season we do a thing on, like, Maegor the Cruel and how he finished the Red Keep and pretty much made all the fucking religious guys stop having their own army kind of thing. That would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. What the hell? What is this? What is this following me?
It's diarrhea. It's a ghost cloud. Dan, you remember?
I tried to save you, Dan.
Yeah, you can't run away from farts, Dan. That's all I'm telling you. You were trying to run away from the stench, because trust me, I had it on me too. But you can't run away from the stench. Just like you cannot run away from your own Bulzome.
Oh.
Did you know that, Dan?
I did know about the Bulzome part. I didn't know that you can't run away from farts.
Yeah, no, you can't. It's there. It's there for good. All right, can I? I'm hitting the triggers.
We got this turd. Finally.
Yeah. I don't know what just happened. My music went out. Oh, there we go.
Ooh, is there a chest over there? I never put on my fighting armor. I did that in my thief gear, unfortunately, because it didn't let me change.
Oh, look at this.
Necklace of martial knowledge.
Hmm.
Anybody want that?
I don't know, but my controller just stopped working. What the fuck, game? Alright, give me a second. It's in, and it's charging. I minused it down.
Let's see.
It's over here. Am I gonna have to restart ESO here? Oh no, there we go. Yeah, I wonder why it does hiccups every once in a while like that. I don't get it.
Your computer's a Dell, Pete.
Yeah, you know what, Paul? Oh, you're right. And you know what? You're, like, usually always right. Honestly, I can't think of a lot of times, like, when it comes to computers and stuff, where you're wrong. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if I do say something about computers, usually I know what I'm talking about.
Right,
if I don't know what I'm talking about, I usually find out.
Exactly. Yeah, I do trust your word for the most part for damn near everything. At least on computers. Sometimes I don't do it right away, but eventually I get to it, you know what I mean? But yeah, Abel, how's everything going? How's everything going, Mr. Phoenix Blade? I beat Dragon Quest Heroes 1, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Now I started playing Heroes 2 full time. Feeling pretty good about it. I'm liking the way that they do battle. I like the overworld, and then the way that they do battles isn't too shabby, I guess. It's more of like a what's the word I'm looking for? It's more like a planned plan thing than just you go to an area. Huh? But yeah, I'm hopefully I've been playing a little. Also, I've been just doing a little testing on what the hell's the name of the game? Dragon Quest Monsters Joker 2 or whatever. Oh, you beat Breath of the Wild. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I haven't even been able to
play that yet. I mean, one of these months I'm gonna try out that emulator to see if I can actually play it.
Yeah, I hope it works,
Who's
man.
the new guy?
What's the new guy?
That's following us.
Who's following us?
The new guy, Pete.
Oh, is it your friend?
No.
Well, I don't know who he is. Oh, is this one of these guys where you have to... Oh, I think this is... Oh, this is one of those things where you gotta fight off the bad guy, the bad guys here. I don't know if I want to do this one. Let's see, is this the same thing? Ankaraz's Avowal. What's this one? Alright, I'm highlighting on it. Tell me what this is. Yeah, it looks like there's a whole bunch of these Ankara. Adamant... whatever. I can't read. God, I suck at reading. Anomaly, there we go.
I can't pronounce that shit either, man.
Anomaly.
Oh, anomaly?
There we go.
Oh.
I'm just looking at some group bosses. Fuck this guy. I'm not doing this thing because this is that one you gotta protect him. And we need at least 4 people to do that. So fuck
Ankara's
that.
Avowal?
Huh?
Ankara's Avowal?
Yeah, these Ankara things. These are like the things where you gotta like, oh, keep with the group, or you know, protect this one asshole as he's trying to do something, and I can never do it.
Yeah, we've never been able to do it. I honestly don't give a shit about those.
Yeah. Thunder Falls. Okay, let's head down here, I guess.
So it was honestly better when it's just a group boss and you gotta kill him.
Right, yeah. Yeah, Abel says he's ahead of Paul's Dragon Quest 7 LP. He's just waiting for you to catch up. Where are you at in Dragon Quest 7?
Me? Or him?
Oh, well, either of you. I know you almost done with the game, right?
I am almost finished up with liberating Dharma.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, actually, well, that's a video I posted. I mean, I'm actually at the end of the game.
Right.
The videos that have been posted so far, I'm like, you know, at the arena basically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I died.
And how's the town coming?
The what?
The town. Were you able to get the other? Were you able to get the other people you needed for that?
Man. I showed off. Well, I fucking recorded all that shit, man. I showed off every fucking iteration of the immigrant town.
Nice. Yeah, Abel just said he just defeated the Draciel tree, so he's kind of a little further, but not that. Yeah, not that far, cause. Yeah, you gotta do that. Is that the same town where you gotta fight like the Time Lord or something? No, that was the one where, like every day.
Doctor Who?
Every day's the same. Doctor Who? Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
Time Lord.
The Time Lord. I thought he was like a space lord.
He's a Time Lord.
How many lords?
Doctor Who is a Time Lord.
Oh, okay. Ah, see, I was thinking.
And he's asexual, which is why the new series sucks.
Yeah, because didn't he like all the different types of people or something? I don't know.
No, I mean the classic series. You know, there was never any hint that there was any hanky panky in the fucking TARDIS with his companions.
Yeah, you know that's one thing I thought was
because he's a fucking
weird.
alien, man.
Yeah.
And then the new series, they fucking ruined it. They ruined his character, which is why I don't like it.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's
Plus
just
the writing sucks too.
Yeah, that's what my sister says. She hasn't watched in a while. She hasn't watched it.
Yeah, it's been bad. It's been fucking horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, there's really no reason to like. See, certain shows, it's like you don't really need like a love interest all the time. Like if you have a male, if you have like a main male character and a main female character, they don't have to hook up. You know what I mean? Sometimes a show is better when it doesn't have a love interest, and it's more like a platonic relationship. You know what I mean? Like it's just like two people just working together, and there's no like love. Maybe there's like love in the essence of like a brother-sister type deal, or like really good friends. But man, it always seems like they always have to be like, yeah, these guys they've been together for like 8 seasons, they gotta fuck now. You know what I mean? It's like, that's not always the way it goes either, like in real life. You know?
No companion has ever lasted 8 seasons.
Right. But I'm just talking like in TV shows in general.
2 or 3 tops.
Yeah, like
2 or 3, maybe 3.5 tops. That's about as far as they go usually.
Yeah, like an agent. No. Like in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it's like, dude, why does every character have to hook up with every other character? It's like, what the fuck, man? We don't need all these hookups. Just fucking have a good show. Sometimes, why am I off track? This is not the... Sorry, I'm trying to stay on the road here. And I don't know what button it is to bring up my horsey. No, it's not any of this. I don't know. Is it this button?
Good idea.
If I hold this, no.
You could go in the thing and just look for it, Pete. You know, your controls.
Right. Let's see. But yeah, you know what's kind of interesting about Dragon... let's see. Add-ons is already on. Controls. You know what's kind of interesting? Toggle mount is H. Alright, yeah, alright. I'll do that. Oh. But yeah, what's kind of interesting about Dragon Warrior, or why do I keep saying that? Dragon Quest Heroes 2 is you can actually use the characters that aren't in the second game in the first game. Or from the first game, you can use them in the second game, is what I'm trying to say. So like, Lucian and, what the hell is it? Lucian and Aurora and Doric and all those characters, you can actually use them in there, but I think it's only online. Like you can use, like Yangus is in Heroes 2, so you can play as him. There's someone else who's not in the game. You can play as Sorrow too if you want to, which is kind of cool. Oh. When this
Sorrow, huh?
Yeah, man, you can get him in Heroes 1. He's tough.
Nice.
He's tough to get, but man, he's fucking really good. Cause he has this ability that like brings up all of his damage, and you don't even have to go into like overdrive mode or whatever to do it, and it's fucking good. He's really strong. He's got a pretty cool sword too. All right, here we go.
That scorpion just knocked you off your horse, man.
Yes, he did. What the hell? Oh, Christ. I feel like I do this every goddamn thing. Zoom in. Mouse wheel. Zoom out. Okay. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, Abel was saying Vet was having trouble with the evil pots. And it was pretty funny.
Yeah, those fucking... They aren't that bad. I mean, I'd rather have them than the fucking candy boxes.
Yeah.
I'd actually have more problems with the candy boxes.
Yeah, at least...
The evil pots, they just like to cast sleep over and over again.
Yeah, at least you don't have to,
oh, shit.
At least you don't have to, I don't know if we're supposed to be attacking the... Yeah, I think we're supposed to be attacking the crystal, too. But yeah, they, all those fucking pots are a pain in the ass. The thing you gotta do to them is just cast sap on them. That seems to work. Yeah, you lower... You lower their defense... Oh, look at this guy. We fought one of these guys before, right?
Yeah, a long time ago. Probably last time we were here.
He's like a Gilgamesh,
Like
without.
I was just about to say that, man.
But without like a torso, or without legs, and multiple heads apparently.
Dialogue.
Yeah. Excellent dialogue. They should make a Gilgamesh game, like based on the Final Fantasy Gilgamesh guy. That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
That would be pretty cool.
And it kind of like explains what he was doing between like Final Fantasy 5 and then 8, and then didn't he show up in 12? Yes, yeah, because you had to fight him in 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun. And he just explains what he was doing. Maybe how he got to be with X-Death or whatever. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, they had like some backstory on him.
Yeah, that would be cool. I always thought it'd be interesting to have a Final Fantasy 5 like prequel game where you played as like Bart's dad and all that shit. Oh, he's in 13 too. What is he in 13-2? Oh, see, I never played it.
13-2 is a sequel game.
Right.
That I never played either because I can't fucking stand it.
Did he have a voice in 12?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's where that's where I first heard him.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, yes, they picked like the perfect voice actor for this guy. Totally over the top. Awesome.
Mhm. Yeah, man, he's cool. Yeah, I remember you get to summon him a couple times. In what the hell is it? I think in 6 when they redid it, they had Gilgamesh in there, which was cool. Let's see what ooh, money. Dissidia 2. Yeah, I think he is. I got the first game. Now the first one was fun. It was an interesting fighter. What's going on? Oh. Spell resistance increased. I guess.
The scaled one crane. The serpent uses when the serpent when the serpent shattered.
Oh, did I start a quest? No, I didn't think I started a quest here.
Ah, my legs.
All right, let's this. Oh, let's oh, look, we can go to another anomaly. Hey, look, I said it right now. Look at me getting smarter. I like when I get smart. Makes me feel good.
Maybe someday you'll be able to do algebra.
Yeah, well, I used to do it, and then I sucked really bad at it. I could do half algebra half, but even then I was having a lot of fucking trouble. And then eventually I think my math teacher just let me by with the pity pass. Because I would always go in for fucking extra help, after class and everything, or like when I had a free period or whatnot.
What the fuck just happened?
The guy's draining your blood, Dan.
I just saw like a cat sit down on a box.
What? You have a cat at your house now, Dan? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, in the game.
No.
A cat just like a Khajiit just appeared and he sat on a box.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you're losing it, Dan.
I'm not losing it, Pete.
No, he said he saw a cat in the game.
I didn't see a cat. How come me and Pete didn't see this cat?
I think it's
Shouldn't we be able to see it too?
Dan's character's on drugs right now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you keep saying there's this fourth character following us, and I haven't seen him
one time, and I haven't seen him since then.
Yeah, I haven't seen him ever, so I think something's going on with you, Dan.
Is this being recorded, Pete?
Yes, it is, Dan.
Alright, well, you'll see in the videotape.
No, because I didn't see it, so I don't think it's going to happen.
Pete, if you check the videotape, you'll see
Alright, we'll go back when this whole thing's done, and I'll see, but I'm pretty sure nothing's going to happen.
Oh, we will be wrong, Pete. You will be wrong.
You will be wrong, Dan.
I will not be.
Anyways, what's going on, Dan?
Not a whole lot.
Yesterday we were over Rob's house and we played like a adult version of Taboo, but it didn't really feel adult. It just felt like more pop version of of Taboo. You know, Snapchat was one of the games that was on there, or one of the names and shit. Reddit, like it had like a bunch of things, and it did have some like dirtier words on there, but nothing that was like I mean, granted, my adherence to dirty words is like nothing. You know, you could honestly say any fucking word, and I don't think it's dirty. You know, I don't know.
Nothing should be censored, in my opinion.
Oh shit! Another one of these guys. Did we just fight this guy?
Yeah,
we
it's
fought
another one.
Yeah.
It's just a different one.
Yeah.
It's another one, but it's a different one.
But the thing about this is, they're apparently all group bosses. So you couldn't do this area without a group before, but now they made it where you can, or you can do it alone.
Well, it's a little bit easier. Anyways.
Right. It'd still be pretty tough, right?
Yeah, they don't want to make it too easy now.
Yeah. Oh, look at that! Oh, I was about to say we have all these people here, but they all have the red bar, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. These are not people that are gonna help us. They're the bad people, because red is bad, right, Dan?
Yep.
Yo. These guys are sucking up my spells. Yeah, I can heal.
Thanks.
No problem. Ask and you shall receive.
The thing that sucks is like, whenever I kick out a barrier, it always seems like Dan's like right outside the fucking
cusp,
the reach of it. So
right.
I don't have enough radius with it to get him, which kind of sucks. Right now he's close enough. There we go.
Well, the thing
Yeah, you should try to stay a little bit closer from time to time, Dan. I know you're an arrow guy, but
yeah, I hate how they force you to use a bow and arrow like it's a close range weapon.
Yeah.
Well, I mean it is if you want my barrier. I mean you don't have to. I mean.
Well, I can't heal myself, or it can, but it doesn't seem to do anything.
You know what I was just thinking of another good Final Fantasy game, like a spin-off? You know how in Final Fantasy 4, or I mean in 3, you have to fight the Warriors of Darkness or whatever, right? Wouldn't that be kind of cool if you played as like the Warriors of Dark, and like you got to see light overtake the entire place? So they just
you know, there's a similar like fucking game that I've heard about, Final Fantasy 4 Altered Destiny, which is kind of like what you're talking about, but you're saying like something like that for the third game.
Yeah. What's Altered?
Yeah, there's this Final Fantasy 4 Altered Destiny that looks kind of weird. Like instead of like being a paladin, you're like a dark warrior or something. Like that with Cecil.
Well, that would be kind of cool if they like let you like go back and forth between the two, like at one point. I know they do that in Dissidia. Cecil, he literally can do like the dark knight moves and then the paladin moves, which is pretty goddamn cool, in my opinion. Wait, I gotta go this way. What the fuck? Well, what's up here? Yeah, let's check out this anomaly while we're over here. Apparently there's a lot of anomalies, guys. This world is full of it. But yeah, H.C. Bailey was playing Final Fantasy Warriors of Light. Is that based on Final Fantasy 3?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I've never played it. I had no interest in playing it. Alright.
Same here. It looked kind of, well, I don't know. I just have a problem getting into like fucking DS RPGs unless, you know, the only one I was like, I had to play it like before it even came out in the US. Hell, I was playing that shit in Japanese. That was fucking Final Fantasy 4.
Right. Right, I gotta attack this.
But that's really the only one. But yeah, man, I was with Final Fantasy 4, like when it came out for DS, like I was playing that shit in fucking Japanese.
Yeah.
Like with like an English menu patch.
Oh, so you heard? You must have heard all the because they had voices for some of that stuff. So you must have heard the Japanese.
Yeah, I heard the
voices.
Japanese voices. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I always found it kind of funny how they did, like, everybody, like, loves 4. And then when they eventually did, like, After Years, it was just a fucking terrible piece of shit. Well, not.
Yeah, and then they fucking ruined the only good things about it.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that, I died.
Oh, there's a lot of dudes here. Oh, no. Come on. Don't tell me we gotta defeat the crystal again, or what?
Yeah, that's all right.
Eh.
We can do it. I don't know what happened there, man. I don't know why they kicked our ass so bad.
I don't know. I think it was just the guys it just got a little overwhelming. Oh, it's a precursor to the Bravery Default. Yeah, my sister plays those. She likes Bravery Default. All right, apparently, maybe I gotta leave the group zone and then come back in the group zone, and the crystal will come back. Let's see.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people like you know, tell me, oh, you ever think about LPing Bravely Default? I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
You know, that's like pretty much, that's a lot of the stuff, the games that people ask for. It's like, dude, I can't, man. I cannot do it unless I buy like $600 worth of shit.
Yeah, I've been asked that same. Well, not about Bravery Default, but like all the 3DS games. They're all like
3DS games. Yeah. I'm like, I can't do these games, man, unless it's on an emulator, and that emulator right now is not good enough.
Yeah, until they get a better emulator, I can't do it either. Which sucks because I would love to play Dragon Quest VII. That would be like, I would put everything. Well, I wouldn't like put everything on hold, but I would like literally be like, I am going to play this game, just so I could be like, oh yes, look at all this cool shit, kind of shit. But you gotta wait, I guess. You got to wait. I wonder if this is a good way to go. Oh yeah, okay, it is. We're going to a mine, because there's a boss in a mine. But yeah, yeah, I would love to do it, but sadly, the 3DS, or not the 3... Yeah, dude... Once Abel, you are right. Once they put that shit on mobile, I am jumping on that so fast, and then I'm gonna be like, yes.
Why haven't they done that yet? That should have fucking happened already.
See, the only thing I'm thinking is maybe Nintendo signed an exclusivity deal that they get like the first cracks of like letting you know, people play it on the 3DS or whatever first. That's the only thing I can think of. And so there's like a period where they have to wait to actually, you know, do anything. That's what I'm thinking.
That's fucking stupid. I don't want. See, then you're pigeonholed into buying the. See, that's the kind of shit that I can't stand about fucking Nintendo, man. You're pigeonholed into buying their shitty ass hardware. I don't want their shitty ass fucking crap.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know that they have the 3DS version on the mobile in Japan for Dragon Quest VII. I don't know if they're ever going to redo the Dragon Quest VII for the DS or the 3DS, or if the one that they have on the mobile now is the end-all be-all. But I would love for them to actually add the new 3DS version, because it's got voice acting, it's got extra characters. It's not a shitty version of the it's not a shitty version of Dragon Quest VIII. Yeah, well, in the mobile version of Dragon Quest VIII... Oh, I thought
you were talking about 7 still.
No. In the mobile version of Dragon Quest VIII, they pretty much got rid of, you know, the voice acting. The music is from the original soundtrack, which is fine, but, like, when you get used to that orchestral sound, it's like, yeah, I like this better.
It's hard to go back.
Right, and they didn't have any voice acting. It's like, why wouldn't you put the voice acting in this shit? Why would you take that shit out?
It's a cheap port.
Yeah, so yeah, I would not recommend that version. But I have been wanting to redo that game due to the fact that I was watching some of my older videos of it, and I'm like, man, this quality is not the best. I think I could do a lot better now, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until it's out on a or at least a version that I want to play is feasible to play.
Well, it'd be nice, you know, to try out the new characters. You know?
Right, yes.
That would be the only reason that I would do it. Otherwise, and then, you know, the dungeons that, I think there's like a couple extra bonus dungeons, right?
Right, yeah.
I've heard. For those, too, would be kind of cool, but other than that, man, I mean, I showed off fucking damn near everything, if not everything in that fucking game.
Right, and yeah, you had a pretty good version of it. Like, the quality of yours was good. I just look at mine and I'm like, oh man, I can do so much better now. So I would love for them to redo the mobile version eventually. Oops.
But yeah, that's another one of those games that people are like, oh, you're gonna do that one? And it's like, yeah. Hell, I don't even, you know, I've been thinking about it lately. I don't even really want to do Final Fantasy 12.
Yeah.
Because honestly, the LP that I did totally applies to the new version that's coming out.
Right.
Because it's the international version or the Zodiac job system version. It's
Well,
the same fucking thing.
They haven't added anything extra, right?
I don't, not that as far as I know.
Yeah, it's just gonna look better, right? Pretty much, or...
Yeah, it's just gonna look better, and then I think they did an updated soundtrack.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool, but, you know...
I mean, you'll probably buy it.
Again?
Yeah, you'll probably buy it for maybe for your own personal, like, whatever, but... You know,
yeah.
Maybe you don't really need to LP it again. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Like I said, there's not much, I mean, there's not much else I can fucking do differently. Other than maybe doing, like, I could do, like, one of them fucking low-level runs, I guess. One of them fucking things.
Yeah.
Really, there's only one character that I would change. And that'd be Vaughn. I would change him from a fucking spear guy or Ulan or whatever the hell they call that.
Oh man.
I'd change him into a red mage.
Yeah.
For those those dark spells, man. Cause those dark spells, you know, I fucking like totally undervalued their usefulness against some of the late game bosses like Yasmat, because he's weak to dark.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that fucking Yagra Dark Blade is fucking amazing. If you can combo and get good damage with that, I mean, you can just fucking annihilate that guy's HP. I mean, it's still gonna take a long time to beat him, but it did, but not as long as I thought it was gonna take me.
Yeah.
I figured out, oh, okay, if I just stick fucking Yagra Dark Blade on him and give him whatever accessory that was to like boost his combo rate, get him down in like critical. So he can take advantage of that one passive that boosts damage and critical. Man, he was just fucking just raking, just piling on the damage.
Right.
What's up with this dodge roll that never works when I need it to?
Yeah, Abel says you did LP Final Fantasy X HD even though you already did the international version. Which I think the reason why you did that, what was the reason why you redid it?
Yeah, that's true. That is very true, but. I don't know,
Well, what was the difference between the HD version and the international version?
Final Fantasy 12, even though I had a lot of fun
No, I
with
mean,
that game, that was a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean 10. What was the difference between the HD and the international? Wait, didn't you have to, like, crack the international version? You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't, like, that was something someone had to, like, translate or something? No? Am I
No, that was in English, man. I didn't have to translate that. That was exactly how it should have been. That's how all the international versions should have been, in English. Yeah, that game for some reason they decided to put in English as well. No translation needed.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 12. Well, there was just a really cool guy on the internet that decided it would be cool to take the text from the English American version and put it in the Japanese version of the Zodiac system, or the Zodiac Age, or whatever it was.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's the thing I was thinking of.
Guy named Final Fantasy Griever, or FF Griever, is the guy who patched FF12.
Yeah. Well, here's
years ago too, which I think is hilarious. I mean that, you know, there's still people that. I was like, oh wow, now I get to finally play this new version of Final Fantasy 12. It's like, yeah, did that like 5 years ago, buddy.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
Well, here's the thing that I think about like when you do an LP of a game that you kind of already played. I feel like either you got to bring something new to the table, right? Or you have to play a version of the game that is different, that makes it worth playing. Like so, an example I always use is Dragon Quest 3 or Dragon Warrior 3, right? That game originally had just a job system. A same story and all that stuff, but in the new game they have like a personality system and all this shit. So it seems like like it had all these extra mini games like the Pachisi track and mini medals. So it felt like it was actually an upgrade, a different game. Like the only reason why I wouldn't go and do the Game Boy Color one is because it's pretty much the same one as the Super Famicom, except for like the extra bonus dungeon, I guess, for collecting all the medals and everything. So, like that's one thing. Like even what is it? Like Dragon Quest 5. Like that one, the reason why I redid it is not only because you got that extra bride, but you have all this party talk and there's like all this extra stuff to it. Like there are some games, like even Dragon Warrior 1. Like I don't think there's any more reason why I need to play that game, or at least let's play that game again, unless they make it where it's like 3D or something like that. Other than that, I'm pretty much done. I think I played it 3 times already. So yeah, I don't need to.
Yeah, I don't know. Final Fantasy X is an easy game if you compare it to 12. So that's kind of why I'm like, you know, do I really want to go through that? I mean, I love Final Fantasy 12. Don't get me wrong, but like, do I really want to record it again? Right.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's all you don't want to do anything that you don't want to do, because then it feels like you're kind of like, oh, I gotta do this again, kind of thing, and it you know, it can come off in the video as like, yeah, that's not, you know, Paul's not feeling this, man. Kind of like with your Final Fantasy X-2 kind of thing.
Oh, that game is just bad.
Yeah. Or like even
I gave it my best, man. Every time I'd fucking boot it up and start playing it, I just got reminded of like every like bad aspect of the after years mixed in with just horrible fan fiction. Like you can tell like whoever wrote the fucking story for the game was like amateurish. I mean, it's just bad.
Yeah.
It's just fucking terrible.
You remember they had it was like Final Fantasy something, I think it was Final Fantasy IV, the interlude or something like that, and then you called it...
That was a waste of time.
I think you called that like the abortion or something like that?
The intersplooge.
Oh, the intersplooge, yeah, that was good.
Intersplooge.
That was good.
That's what I called it.
Dan, you're getting
That's what it was. It was a fucking
farts.
waste.
Yeah, man, I remember.
It's like, okay, we're gonna go through the sealed cave again for no reason.
Yeah,
Why?
that is definitely one thing, dude. That is one thing that I fucking hated about the after years, was like the fact that you like, all right, I gotta go through the sealed cave again. How many fucking times do I gotta do this? Or like, there's this one fucking thing you gotta go through it over and over and over. It's like, give me a fucking break, man.
Yeah, they didn't break new ground at all.
No, there was
story, and it was just like repeated bullshit. And like, I still don't understand what the hell they were trying to do with the mysterious girl.
Yeah, and the WiiWare version, honestly, is the worst version of it ever. And that's the one that I got it for, because I'm like, oh yeah, fucking this is gonna be awesome. But it's like WiiWare, and then it like random generators to get items. And I ain't getting my ass handed to me. Random generators to get items, certain items, and it's like, oh, you gotta do this in order to get these items and like extra bonus things. Like, no thanks, no thanks. There's just so much bullshit involved in that. It was like, nope, I'm good. I'm fucking good. I can't fucking take it.
Oh, the 3D version I was in love with until they got to the end, and then they fucking changed. They got rid of all those bosses at the end.
Yeah, because it would have been cool to see.
I was so fucking pissed. I couldn't even finish it. And then I had some people like yelling at me that you should finish it anyways. I'm like, fuck you. I ain't finishing this piece of shit. They didn't finish the goddamn game. I ain't doing it.
Yeah, Abel says he bets they'll make a Final Fantasy 15 sequel. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, I haven't touched that game in months, but yeah, I don't know, maybe they've added some cool stuff now, I don't really know. They got, like, the Gladio chapter now, right?
I think so,
I know I think they released at least one character chapter now, at this point. But I'm just gonna wait until they say, okay, we're done with DLC before I even touch the game again.
Right. Alright, is everybody here? Okay.
I'm here.
Let's take... No, I'm just, before I start hitting the crystal. Because now we got...
I know what you meant.
Now we gotta fight all these fuckers.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I liked 15. There were some aspects that obviously could have been better, like, you know, the story.
Yeah.
You know, the sub-characters were very, very, like, unfinished, to say the least. I mean, the four leads I liked. I mean, you could tell that they put, like, a lot of their heart and soul in developing those characters, but, like, everybody else,
yeah,
it's like, why do I care about these characters again?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I kind of heard, too. Abel says they should put in a, there should be a mod for the PC, adding the, cameo bosses to the after years. I could see that, and here's why, because all you need to do is be able to, like, make, like, a 3D texture of what the boss looks like or whatever, I guess. I don't know how hard that would be as, like, a graphic artist or whatever that would be able to make something like that.
Well, the problem with it is, Pete, is the game isn't good enough to begin with for somebody to even attempt to do that.
Yeah.
In the first place.
Oh.
I mean, let's be honest here. The game isn't that good to begin with. But yeah, they really screwed up the final chapter in the 3, like, big time. Big time.
Yeah, there's a lot. They brought in a whole bunch of dudes for this, man.
Why am I dying? Jeez. This Gilgamesh guy ain't a joke.
I know, he's hitting me with lightning.
Oh my god, one hit, one kill.
Wow, man, I kicked out my barrier just as Dan died. Talk about horrible timing.
Yeah. Now, Paul, do you remember if you did Final Fantasy 1 for the PSP where they had all those weird dungeons at the end? Like bonus dungeons?
I think I did some of those dungeons.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. Like, I think there was one boss where I'm not gonna show like all the versions of this boss. He had like 13 different like versions.
Yeah. You had to fight him
of the same boss. I'm like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, what the fuck,
kidding me?
man?
Like, you gotta go through the place a certain way to get all the different forms
Right.
or something like that. And
Yeah,
the dungeons are just bullshit.
Yeah, that's just some like 100% completionist bullshit. Like, there are certain people who will be like, yeah, I'm gonna do the fuck out of this, but I'd be like, no thanks. It's kind of like the whole what was it, Final Fantasy 2, where you had to do the bonus dungeon in the I think it was just the PSP version, and it was like ones where you had to use like fucking passwords or whatever. I'm like, yeah, no thanks. I'll skip this shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if I have to fight like Dark Menu or whatever the fuck it is. I'm not doing it. There were a lot of those like that, man. Let's see. Another anomaly.
Like, I don't know. It was pretty bad because I didn't really fucking like in Final Fantasy 2. I didn't level up any of the fucking sub characters, you know.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was having so that fucking difficulty curve, like right at the beginning of that fucking Dawn of Souls shit was rough, man. Once I got my characters up to a certain point, then I was like, okay, I can fucking do this.
Yeah.
But at the beginning there, man, I couldn't even survive one random battle. I mean, it was fucking bad.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, oh man, because I thought that part was really cool. So I was like, dude, you gotta keep playing because the the bonus dungeon, and I didn't want to give away what it was, but I was like, the bonus dungeon is pretty cool. You get to play as all these different characters. I don't know why. I really like, in that game, I really like Joseph. I don't know why. He's like an early version of Yang. I think that's probably it. That and the fact that I had no idea who he was until Final Fantasy IX, and then eventually Final Fantasy II came out. I'm like, oh, okay. Now I get it. Even though I guess I did play Final Fantasy II before it even came out. Back when it was on a ROM. But I didn't understand what the fuck was going on. Let's see.
I played it on the NES, like with the, you know, the Super Famicom version, but I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever finished it, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah,
when I played it on the emulator.
You know what? There's just something unforgiving about certain things back in the day with like old role-playing games where it's like if you attack some monster that you already defeated, you like waste a turn, and it's like, what the fuck, man?
Well, that stuff doesn't really I mean, it didn't bother me in the first game. I'll still play that one. I'll play the NES version again of Final Fantasy, but I sure as shit don't like Final Fantasy 2, and it's mainly because of the fucking character progression system. It's just terrible.
Yeah.
It's just bad. I don't know. I just like the first game so much better.
Hmm.
And the third game, you know, I'm glad they ditched all the stuff that sucked about the second game and made the third game more like the first game.
Here we are. Another anomaly. There's a lot of these fucking things.
But, you know, with my memory, it skipped over those two and went straight to 4, which was like a huge upgrade at the time. I mean, it was like wow. I didn't know I was playing the 4th game in the series at the time.
Yeah, I always thought, like, after playing the 4th game, and then playing the 6th game, and then going back to the 4th game, I'm like, holy god, these sprites are so tiny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny to see how they got, like, they like, doubled in size and shit.
Well, you know, in the 4th game, they also had different sprites for battle, and
Right.
Final Fantasy 6, the sprites for both.
Oh, right, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, here we go with this guy again.
Same sprites for everything. Which definitely makes it easier.
Yeah, easier on the eyes. With fucking being able to see what the hell is going on. Not that it was hard to see what was going on before, but... But, what else was I gonna say? So, yeah, Dan, what's going on comedy-wise, huh? Anything cool?
I just got back from Massachusetts.
Oh, nice. How'd that go?
Went pretty well. There were a ton of Connecticut people there. And I feel like all the Connecticut people did better than a lot of the Massachusetts people did.
Nice.
At their own mic.
You gotta represent, right?
Yep.
So, Dan, when are you gonna get to be a regular somewhere?
I don't know, but I got accepted to the last comic standing contest at Mohegan Sun.
Oh yeah, you were telling me. When is that?
That is well, they haven't nailed down the dates yet, but they gave me a list of dates, and I said I can do all those dates. But,
yeah.
Here I just gave them some random dates that were on days that I probably won't work. I probably won't have to work on.
Yeah.
So, but I wanted to seem like I was available, so I just said, you can, any day is fine. But I'm like writing, I've been using I've been trying to strategize, like, how to win, and Pat was saying that, if I have, like, some shorter bits, and I, like, get as many laughs as possible, like a laugh every 20 seconds, I think, then I'm more likely to win, to move on to the next round.
Yeah.
So I was trying to take my shortest, strongest bits, and
oh yeah, because he won like last year or 2 years ago, right?
I think it was the year before last time.
Yeah, when we were at the Mohegan for the convention, right?
Yeah.
He won that one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a fun time.
I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and write a few extra shorter ones that I can also put in there.
Yeah, maybe something about how everyone's gay.
Yeah, probably.
And then just say, I don't mean gay as in homosexual, I mean gay as in like, everything's
Happy
gay.
go lucky.
Everything's gay now.
Yep.
You can't be calling one a
Thanks.
can't be calling one a faggot anymore, because it's like, jeez, people get offended.
Mhm.
Ugh. Alright, let's see. But yeah, what else?
Northampton, Massachusetts is like that, where they get offended easily, or
Yeah.
more easily than in Connecticut.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting, because apparently people in Connecticut get offended very easily or something.
I don't know about that. I mean, comedy-wise, I feel like Connecticut is a little bit more open-minded
Then what? Then
than
where?
Massachusetts.
Oh. Well, that's only one place you've been, right? You haven't been like...
I've been to Cabot. I've been to that place.
Have you been to Boston?
No, I haven't been to I haven't been to... I've been there, but I didn't do comedy there.
Yeah. Another anomaly. This time it's gonna be some fire shit or something, probably. Same guy, but just on fire.
Oh, I'm dying already. I'm dying.
Ah,
I'm
Dan's
dying.
dead. Are you sure you don't have your fighter gear on, man?
I have it on.
You're getting your ass handed to you.
I always get my ass handed.
I guess that's
I'd lose
true.
it if it wasn't attached.
I guess that's true. I've heard that phrase before. I hear it mainly for your head, though. It's like you wouldn't fucking have your head attached. You'd lose your fucking head if it wasn't attached to you.
I killed one hit.
Oh, this guy is fairly tough, man. So what else has been going on with you, Dan? Anything cool?
I've been practicing the drums.
That's cool.
Working on my John Bonham triplets, but my foot is still a little too slow. So
Yeah, you know-
what?
Oh no, go ahead. Finish what you were gonna say.
So when I brought, a while ago I had a flat tire and I just had to get a new tire for the spare, because I have a full-size spare in my car.
Right.
And I wanted to get like the tire replaced. So I went down there, and while they were replacing it, I brought drumsticks and I was drumming on my kneecaps.
Oh, yeah.
Just to practice.
Oh, good. No, I was pretending to play bass today while I was listening. I was outside grilling, right, and I was pretending to play bass on on a couple of these Clash songs I was listening to, and I was like, yeah, I could get this if I knew how to play, like, and shit.
I have a bass.
It was fairly easy, to be honest. At least I think it was fairly easy. Like, I could keep the beat, but I don't know where I'd have to touch on the thing. Yeah, I did see that the guys from I Am Setsuna announced another game. Did you see that, Paul?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it looks kind of interesting.
I'm mildly interested, I guess. I mean, it kind of looks like I Am Setsuna, except without Snow this time.
Yeah.
And maybe a fourth party member.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think they're gonna hopefully upgrade it a little bit more, but.
Up the ante, yeah.
Yeah. Cause not that I Am Setsuna was bad. I thought it was pretty good. I just
I liked it.
I liked it. Yeah. I like the combo stuff. The only thing I wish that they would do is like enemies give you gold. That's the only thing. I mean, you do get a lot of shit for their drops, but you get a lot of money for certain drops and everything. But I wouldn't mind some gold. But yeah, I was pretending to play the bass, and that was fun. And I got me.
Yeah, I have a bass.
I got.
You can borrow mine. If you
Nah,
want to
Dan, I'm
practice
not.
with it.
I don't think I'm musically inclined. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I was what the hell is it? Well, I've never done it, but I'm pretty sure I'm not musically inclined. But yeah, what the hell? I got this new I got this fucking instant read thermometer thing, man, for fucking cooking and grilling and shit. It's the fucking best. Let's see if I cooked the meat to just the right temperature, and it was fucking delicious. Okay, so let's go over here. Yeah, man, it was fucking awesome. There's nothing like an instant read thermometer, although it did cost a pretty penny, but goddamn, it's good. So, Paul, when this game comes out, Lost Sphere, are you gonna get it for the Switch? I mean the PC.
Of course.
Yeah.
For Steam, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I have heard of Seventh Saga. That is made by the same guys who made Enix, I believe.
Dude, Seventh, that is one of the hardest fucking RPGs I've ever played.
Yep. Abel just said that. He's like, it's one of the... Damn right it is.
Dude, right. I should fucking LP that shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, I should play it again, you know, first. Like, I didn't beat it with anybody other than the fucking Blue Knight guy, whatever his name was. I can't remember, like, what his name is, but I remember beating it once, and I could only beat it with one guy.
Yeah.
But it was fucking hard. Holy shit, is that game hard.
You know what's another pretty... I'm at this way shrine here. I'm just waiting for you guys. What way shrine is it? It's the Valley of Scars. It's just to the north.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Of where you guys are.
Yeah, I traveled to you.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, there's another game that's pretty goddamn tough from that era, made by the same company, Enix. Fucking what the hell is it called? Brain Lord. Have you ever played Brain Lord? It's like a puzzle RPG game, man. It is fucking hard.
Brain Lord.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that one.
It's got like a top-down perspective too, so it can get really fucking difficult. No, that's not what I want to hit. H. Yeah, it's kind of weird because it's got like a top-down perspective similar to Zelda, but you can jump and shit in the game. And yeah, it is a fucking brain drain of a game. Like, it'll make you fucking think, and then you're like, oh my god, because there's all these different puzzles, like pushing sphere, like big circles and boulders and shit, and then like all these platform things that are like icy and shit. It can get fucking crazy. It's a fun game though. The music is definitely very memorable. Did we already do this one? No.
I don't know.
No. I didn't.
I haven't.
Alright, well, let's do it. But yeah, Seventh Saga, never played.
Man, I used to... Dude, I used to fucking rent that game, man. I don't know, for some reason it was just one of those games where I just had to keep renting it because... I don't know, I just had to get better at it.
Right.
It was good enough to where I wanted to keep playing it, but man, was it hard.
Now, let me ask you this, Paul. I don't know if you remember this, but do you remember when you used to rent games, how many days they let you hold on to it for?
It seemed like day and a half, 2 days if you're lucky.
Yeah. See, I think ours was 3 days. And the thing about it is, if you want to rent anything like if you want to rent a game or a movie on the weekend, it costs like $1 extra. But if you rented a movie or something during the week, you wouldn't pay that extra $1. Because they assume
I remember shit like that.
Yeah, because they always assume that everybody would go and rent shit on the weekend, so they're like, yeah, let's charge a little more. And then, like, if you want to rent something during the week, it's a lot cheaper.
Yep. They figure everybody's got school or work or whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, the interesting thing about like rentals was that it was cool because it's like you get to see all these different movies. Like nowadays it's just like you can fucking look it all up. But at least back in the day you'd like look around and be like, oh, okay, I think I heard of that movie. Not that I'm saying I want to go back to it, but I do. You know, I do miss.
Yeah, I got fond memories of those times, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
I do miss porn stores. You don't see them around enough.
No, I mean there was like some in my area that were shut down because apparently they had prostitutes.
Really?
Working out of there. Yeah.
I just always figured the internet was killing it, man. That's
Well,
why.
that too. I'm sure that's not helping.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, there used to be a spot we used to go to when I first got, like, when I was first 18. I'd be like, oh yeah, we gotta go here. And there was one time we brought like 6 of us, and I don't remember if it was a guy or a lady. They came out because they got, of course, they got like a fucking they have like a camera or whatever. So they're like, yeah, all 6 of you can't come in here. You gotta wait outside. You gotta come in like shifts. And we're like, get the fuck out of here. You can't handle 6 guys coming in here to look at pornography and all different kinds of shit. Honestly, I don't think I've ever bought anything there. It's just go in there and peruse.
Why wouldn't they allow 6 people at a time?
I don't know. It just, I think the thing was they saw us as like a group of rowdy guys, because we were a little loud as we were getting out of the car, and then they just came out and they're like, "Oh, you're coming in here? No, not all of you can come in here." And I'm like, "Come on, what the fuck?" So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, you know, the thing about renting movies was like, as I turned 18. That was kind of slowly like fading away a little bit, and like I've only ever been in the back section of the movie rental place where you can rent the porn once. And I wasn't one of those guys who just like walked straight to the back. I was more one of those perusers, like, oh, I'm looking, and then I slowly go in the back, and then boom, I go right to the porn. But I have seen people go in there and they just walk straight to the porn. They're like, yeah, I don't care. I don't give a shit.
I think I was one of them guys, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care what you think.
Yeah,
That's where I'm going. That's why I came here.
Yeah, and then the one area that we had, it was called Tommy K's, right? And they had like the beads. They didn't even have like a sheet. They had like you know, like those beads that you have, like they're like a pretend doorway. That's what they had. You know, and it was pretty funny because I'm like, if you went back there and you looked hard enough, you could be like, yeah, I could see some pornography. I'm like, I'm only 18, or I'm only 15 or whatever. Yeah, I remember them charging if you didn't rewind. One of the big reasons why we bought a fucking a rewinder for our house was because I was like, my mom and dad would bitch like, are you gonna fucking rewind that thing? And I'm like, yes. Because I'm not paying it.
Well, you know, the thing is, though, you don't want to rewind it with your VCR because that wears out the fucking VCR heads. So people bought rewinders because of that reason, you know?
Right, yeah. Yeah, man, I remember fucking returning one time. They like open up the black, because it was like in a big black box or whatever. They'd open up the box. They'd see that you didn't rewind it. They'd be like, yeah, you owe me another $1. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Or like you know what's funny is like the outrageous charges that they would give you. Like, let's say you brought it late. Like if you brought it like a day late or something, or like you never returned it, they would charge you way more than the tape costs like regularly. Like back in the day, the tape would cost like maybe $20. They charge you like one.
See, I always returned shit, so I never had.
They charge you like $180, and me and my brother were like, no, we're not paying that. We're not fucking paying that.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say $180?
Yeah, it was a lot of money. It was a lot of fucking money.
Bullshit.
Yeah, because it's like, dude, because I think what ended up happening was we lost the tape, and we couldn't fucking find it. So they were like, yeah, instead of the late fees, because we went and we said we don't have the tape or whatever. They're like, yeah, you owe us $180. We're like, nah. We're not getting that money.
You could probably just go to the fucking store, buy the fucking movie, and hand it to him and say, here,
I should have done that.
Here's a copy to fucking replace
fucking
the one I
Paul,
lost.
I wish I fucking you told me this years ago, because goddamn, if I was fucking smart enough to do that, I would have fucking done that. I would have been like, yeah, okay, here's a copy of Big or whatever. you know, here's the, I fucking lost it. Here you go. No, but me and what we ended up doing was what the hell we ended up doing? We ended up telling my mom, and then she went in there and she like talked to him, and she was like, yeah, they lost it, and she's like, we're not paying $180 or whatever the fuck it was, and then I forget what the hell happened afterwards. And no, you know what it was? We found it at my friend's house. I guess we ended up taking our tape over to our buddy's house, and we could not find it. And my mom was screaming at us like, "You know how much this shit's gonna cost?" And we didn't know, so she brought us there just to show us that, like, see, this shit's gonna cost me $180. And then she's like, "Nah, we're not gonna pay it. Can you give us some more time to look for it?" And they're like, "Okay." And then we eventually found it. We did pay a late fee, which was kind of a lot, because I think it was like 3 or 4 days extra late or something, like over a week late. And it was like another like 10 or something bucks. It was like it was crazy, man. It was really fucking crazy.
$180?
Yeah, it was like a really
for a fucking tape.
Yeah, dude, it was a really, because that was the way that they deterred you from from like just keeping the tape. It's like they're gonna fucking charge you $180. Although if you were gonna
make me save up $180 and never go there again, I just buy a videotape every time.
Yeah, but here's the thing that I'm wondering now that I'm thinking about it, like, and being older too. It's like, if you're gonna keep the tapes, would you ever go back to that store? You know what I mean?
No.
You know, like, if you were going in that store and you're like, here's a copy of fucking, I don't know, let's say Jackass or whatever, I don't know, and you're like, I'm keeping this fucking tape. Would you ever go back to that store? I know I wouldn't.
No, I'd go to a different rental store if I wanted to rent somewhere.
Yeah, I know. And maybe they have your fucking name on file or something, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's what they started doing. Like Blockbuster started doing that.
Yeah.
Blockbuster was like the last bastion of video and game rentals.
Well, you know what's funny is they still have them. They went out of business mostly everywhere except in Alaska, where they still have some Blockbusters out there.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Only in Alaska, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because the guy, one guy, he bought up a whole bunch of chains in Alaska, and he's keeping them going. How much did tapes cost back then? Like blank tapes? They were probably like $10 a pop.
Cheap.
They were cheap. Yeah, they were fairly cheap.
Cheaper than $10, man. You could get like a 5-pack of blank tapes for like $10. Probably, if I remember correctly.
Oh shit.
Yeah, now if only you had the thing that you could if you could just copy it and then have like a fancy sticker to put on it, you could get away with like
LP or EP.
You could, yeah.
Remember that shit?
Oh yeah, SP, LP, and EP. Yeah, extended play, long play, and then standard or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The 3 different ways, because it was like, oh yeah, if you do it on extended play, you could record up to 8 hours of tape, and like if you did it on standard, it was only like 4, and then if you did it on like the high def or whatever the high def version it was.
SP was actually the 2-hour.
Right.
LP was 4-hour.
Yeah.
And then EP was like 8-hour, but EP was like really bad quality.
Yeah, I remember that. I never recorded on EP because I was like, I remember doing it like once or twice and looking at it and I'm like, this is awful. You know what it was? It wasn't even like the video as much as that I didn't pay attention to. It was like the audio. It just sounded like you were saying it, whatever the hell they were recording, it was recording through like a tin can. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean.
It was shit. And now we have fucking digital shit, man. Can you believe that in our lifetime it went from like fucking tapes, film to tapes to like CDs and then digital and shit, you know what I mean? It's fucking unreal. It really sometimes I just think about like how fast technology is like becoming and shit like that, and I'm like, oh man, this is unreal. And then I'm thinking like, how much longer until there's other like crazy advancements where it's just like it's like a no-brainer. Like it's like, how didn't we get through life without this? Similar like cell phones. It's like, remember when they were like these giant, huge fucking things?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I remember being in high school and like nobody had one, and now everybody in high school has one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you did have one in high school, you were like the fucking like unpopular rich kid.
Yes.
Like the uncool rich kid that's got like the big cell phone attached to his backpack or something like that.
Or like even landlines at this point. People are like, Jesus Christ, how do people still have landline things? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know? It's crazy.
Oh, you mean dial-up?
Yeah. Oh, dial-up modems. Yeah. You remember when like 56K was really fast? And now no one would be
that was supposedly fast at the time. I remember when it was like, yeah, I have this. you know, I had this 56K modem, and my friends were like, "Oh man, I only got like 2880."
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and how unbelievably fast you thought that was back in the day, and now it's like...
Yeah, now it's like, wow, that was complete garbage.
Right, if I ever went back to 56K, I'd fucking... I don't even know what I'd do. You know what I would do? I'd be just like, yeah, I'm going, yeah, I'm just gonna use my phone instead of, you know, and look up shit on the internet. You know, rather than use my computer. Fuck it. Fuck it. Alright, I think, let's see.
Well, you know, if the computer goes back to 56K, the phone probably
Oh,
does too.
yeah, God. Oh, fuck me.
Even slower.
Yeah. Oh, that would be awful. Holy shit.
Like the largest thing you'd be able to text is like a 3-letter word to somebody that would take like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'd say hi. Hi.
To send.
I would send
2-letter word hi.
2 texts to Dan or Paul, big hi, and then another text like 5 minutes later, Paul. Someone would send back.
Pete, where'd you go?
I went back to Alakir Desert. I'm pretty much done.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Pete, come see my house before you go.
Okay, let's go see the moistness. Jesus Christ! I honestly still can't believe they're still calling it moist. I really can't believe it. Primary residence, right?
Yep.
But yeah, man, fucking craziness. Like I'd text Paul or Dan and be like, hi, and then 5 minutes later be like, Paul, and then Paul would just text me. He's like, are you running on 56K? Yep. And then like 10 minutes later, you get that. And I'd be like, all right, fuck that shit. Can you imagine trying to play like a game online with 56K? Ugh. Oh, God.
That's what I did, man.
Huh.
Doom 2.
Oh, yeah.
Doom 2. The fucking modem, man. I used to play that online with my buddies.
Yeah, you remember the fucking modem noise,
Deathmatch.
too? You got the modem noise where it'd be like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you got yourself a smithing station here, Dan? Blacksmith?
There's one outside, and then all the rest are in. But I made all kinds of changes to the
you got
upstairs.
You got horses up here?
I added a whole upper floor.
Oh, let's see this shit. I'm going to the upstairs.
We got some trophies down here by this fire. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm heading.
See, this is the only time I like playing this game in first person, when I'm like just going around looking at shit.
Yeah, I headed to the top of the turd, Dan, and there's not really anything here except your bed. Turd bed.
Pete, the downstairs. Come, you'll have to see what I'm talking about.
Huh. Turd bed.
There's an upstairs there.
Yeah, this whole place just reminds me of a giant turd.
Well, Pete, that's what I like about it.
That's what the thing about it is like it's not moist. I've never seen a moist turd. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense.
Sun-dried turd.
Huh?
Sun-dried turd.
Yeah, it's like it's a big hard turd. Look at this place, huh?
I made a whole upper floor.
Look over here. This is a great area just to jack it right here, man. Pound your pud.
Area.
Yeah, you got a nice.
That's what that's for, Pete.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't do it in the middle here because it's like in the middle and it's like everybody could see. Look at you, Dan. You got another bed here. Is this for your guests or for you?
It's too bad they don't have glass windows, man.
Yeah, that'd be funny. I wish they would just have some funny mods where you could just do dirty things, like just stupid dirty. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about like disgusting dirty. I'm talking about stupid dirty. Like your character touching themselves or sticking their finger up their ass for no reason, or sucking their thumb or doing something dumb.
That is a bannable offense.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Dan can't even fucking.
You can cut off people's heads, but you can't have prostitution.
I know, he can't proselytize himself. Because as soon as it becomes like legal here and becomes like the norm on a game and it like permeates the pop culture or whatever, then people are like, oh man, why isn't this legal? Kind of like the same thing with like weed, I feel like a little bit.
Well, yeah, I mean, why do you think so many... I mean, that's another reason why people like Game of Thrones, because they see that show and they're just like, man, we should have brothels in real life.
Yeah, I know. Why is this illegal?
Yeah, exactly.
Why is it
stupid?
Why is it that you can do this but you can't do this? I know, yeah, Dan, you got this whole series of upstairs stuff here too. Look at you, man.
Mm-hmm.
So do you like this house more than you even like the other one that you had?
I like the Ralka house, I think, the best, but this one, it's kind of a close second.
Nice. The Ralka house is the one that's
one's
out near the water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's uglier, and it's harder to... I like that I put more work into this one, and I used my imagination to make a terrible house kind of cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
But as far as looks go, I think I like the other one.
Yeah, well, who doesn't? Who doesn't, Dan? All right, well, let's end the stream for this evening. I'd like to thank everybody who showed up on the stream, in the chat room, and everyone who played along with me, such as the great Ghostyfilms.
Thanks for having me.
And the great Veteran 0121.
Thanks for having me, and good night and have a good life to everybody out there.
Exactly. Take it easy.
Yay.